So thank you very much for the opportunity to present today on Prime Financial Group. This is our investor presentation. My name is Simon Matter. I'm the Managing Director and Chairman of Prime Financial Group. So firstly, let's start by talking a little bit about what the firm is and what we do. So we're a market-leading advice, capital and asset management group, and there really are four key services that we deliver to our clients in a very integrated way. That includes wealth management, capital and corporate finance, accounting and business advisory, and also SMSF services as well. And we do genuinely believe in uncapped opportunities, and we are very much committed to creating prosperous and sustainable futures for everyone. We currently manage about $1.1 billion for our clients. We have over 150 team members that are supporting the development of our clients and their businesses. And just touching on that in a little bit more detail, we are actively working with emerging companies, high net worth family groups, and also wholesale investors, and trying to find them some interesting ways to invest in alternatives and also property as well. We do have a global footprint. Our clients are growing, we're growing with them, and we're seeking to deliver services in a very integrated way for them. I've mentioned our four service lines, and importantly, we have been around now for 25 years and celebrate our 25th year this year. In terms of what we do, and let's break that down into a little bit more detail about our business. As I said, the key is not just having four important service lines that support the development of our clients' aspirations, but it's how we go about doing that. So in terms of our wealth management business, we are delivering to our clients anything from strategic financial advice to investment opportunities. It can cover superannuation, non-superannuation, and we have a fantastic dedicated team there of 25 people that are managing that current $1.1 billion of funds under management. Wealth management makes up about 30% of our overall revenue. In terms of capital and corporate finance, we are working with those emerging businesses that are seeking equity and debt capital solutions. We're helping them out with M&A. Occasionally, we're selling businesses as well. And we're also doing, I think, a really important thing by assisting those businesses around their ESG and their impact within their business. 20 fantastic team members that now currently make up about 20% of our overall group revenue. In terms of the accounting and business advisory aspect of what we do a lot of traditional accounting, tax and compliance work for those emerging businesses, but we really add a lot of value around their growth advisory piece. We'll also assist them with their virtual CFO so that they're getting the right information at the right time to continue to develop their business. But one area where we really do differentiate is around R&D tax incentives. There's over 600 companies that we assist to access that tax incentive, which is an important part of their own individual growth trajectories. 50 team members, 36% of our group revenue, and again, another growing part of our business. On the SMSF front, we do assist people to establish an SMSF. We give advice, but also we offer a really important service, not just for our own clients, but for our accountants and financial planners that want to deliver a compliance and administration service as well. There's over 200 accounting and financial advice firms that we assist to deliver this part of the advice stack for their clients. Importantly, as we're trying to deliver this totally integrated solution across all four of these areas, we've got a fantastic centralized shared services model that allows us to scale and also develop the right EBITDA margin within the business. So shared services for us are finance, IT, HR, marketing, and operations. 20 great team members that are working consistently every day to develop the overall business so our clients get what they need and our team are absolutely supported. So why Prime? Why do people choose Prime? And again, I'm going to keep coming back to this key thing. It's not just the four services that we offer, but it's a way that we integrate them to help our clients achieve their aspirations and their ambitions. So we have a strong team focus. That 150 team member group are all becoming owners in our business. 45% of our business is actually owned by the team, our most valuable asset. They're proactive. So we're thinking about the future. We're discussing what's important to our clients. We're leveraging that relationship, that trusted relationship that we're gaining, and we're finding better ways to do business, better ways to advise and help our clients grow. And importantly, we're accountable, not just in terms of what we say we're going to do, but the impact that we do make in the communities that we actually operate. Very pleased to say that over the last 5 years, we've developed a really consistent record of delivering value. What you've got listed here on this slide is underlying EBITDA, after-tax earnings, basic EPS, dividends per share, and also share price growth. And what you're seeing there over a 5-year period of time is the fact that we've been able to achieve compound annual growth rates between 20% and 39%. The strategy that we've got for growth in supporting our clients and our team is working really well. And we're carving out a very nice niche within that high net worth family group and emerging company space. So we are very growth orientated ourselves. We've got a fantastic business that is growing, and we did say back in FY22 that we wanted to increase our revenue from $26 million to $50 million in FY25. So almost a doubling over that period of time. And I'm pleased to say that we're on track to achieve that. But recently we did also talk about increasing that again and trying to double over the following 3 to 5 years into FY28 and FY30 to around about $100 million. So we want to scale, do it prudently with a great team that own part of the future they're helping to co-create. But we're going to do that both organically. So that's the 4 services that we've currently got now, plus also finding new people with existing client bases that would like to join us. We'll roll out new services, and we'll also undertake acquisitions as well. Some of the new services that we rolled out in the last half of FY23 included debt capital advisory, ESG consulting. Not only do we have a lens ourselves in terms of the impact that we make, but we help other businesses think about how they make an impact for the future. And we've also expanded our wholesale investor service as well. We did also complete our first acquisition in 6 years, and we completed that in October of last year. And that really continued to build our capability around SMSF, its administration and advice. So we'll continue to prudently look at acquisitions, but we are an organic growth-driven business that is complemented by acquisitions that allow us to do even more for our existing client base. Some of the financial highlights for FY23, absolutely worthwhile highlighting here, is revenue growth of 28%. 19% of that was organic and 9% from acquisition. 11% increase in underlying EBITDA, a 26% EBITDA margin. Our EPS was up 15%. Our dividends were up 36%. We pay out anywhere between 50 and 70% of our earnings. Last year, we paid out 68%. Our debt is currently 1.1 times underlying EBITDA. So a very strong year. And again, what you're seeing here is the revenue growth and that trajectory that we've had, particularly in the last 2 to 3 years. We had 18% organic revenue growth in FY22 because there were no acquisitions in that year, and then 28%, of which that was broken down in FY23, 19% and 9%, as I mentioned before. Encouragingly, 80% of our revenue is actually recurring in nature. It allows us to make longer term decisions. Our customers return every year to get additional services from us, and that allows us to make those long-term decisions about the growth of the business. In terms of revenue growth by each service line that we've got, I'm pleased to say there's really not a part of our business at the moment that isn't growing. Our wealth management division grew by 15% last year. It grew our capital and corporate advisory division by 42%, and our accounting business advisory 14%, and SMSF up 102%. That included the acquisition completed in October of last year. So all around, the existing service lines are growing, but there are more people wanting to join us that want to bring an existing customer base, that want to become owners in this business. There's more we can do for our customers. We will roll out more service lines. And as I said, selective acquisitions as well. So in terms of our strategy for growth, it is really as simple as what you've got here, 1, 2, and 3. Top line growth. So that's how I've just mentioned we will go about growing the business. Margin expansion, so continuing to find higher EBITDA margin services that are very complementary in terms of what we can do for our clients. Leverage that centralized services structure so we can get back to a 30% EBITDA margin. As I mentioned, 26% in FY22, as FY23, I should say. And we do have a funding capability. We are funded by Westpac Bank. We have about $10 million available on our acquisition facility, so we can continue to grow the business via acquisition in a complementary way. As I mentioned before, we are committed to the impact that we make as a business. We do have our own ESG strategy. I am pleased to say that there are 4 key United Nations Sustainable Development Goals that we are focused on: gender equality, industry, innovation and infrastructure, a core part of how we think about the future for our business and our clients, climate action, and partnership for goals. We partner with those accounting firms and with those financial advice groups to support them as well. In terms of our commitment to ownership, I have mentioned this a couple of times, but this is a really important point in terms of differentiation for what we do. 45% of the business is owned by the team, and once a team member has been with us for 12 months, regardless of where they've come into the business or what level they're at, they start earning equity in the business they're helping to co-create. It's a really key point of difference for us. So in terms of our outlook in FY24, we'll continue to have strong organic growth. We will look at accretive acquisitions. We do have the funding capability to do that. We'll continue to scale our business and become more meaningful, make a bigger impact. And in terms of FY24, from a revenue perspective, we expect that to be up 15 to 20%, EBITDA 10 to 15%, and dividends again up 5 to 10% for the year. So if you're going to make an investment case or highlight why it is that you look at Prime from an investment point of view, you look at the strong track record of earnings that we've had, that 5 years that we talked about in terms of between 20 and 39% compound annual growth. You look at the revenue and the fact that we've been delivering on that revenue growth. We do have an M&A strategy, which is complementary, not core, but complementary to our organic growth strategy. And we do pay fully franked dividends. We pay out almost 70% of our earnings, and we do have a robust earnings outlook. We've got a great team. We're delivering a fantastic service. We're in a great industry where there's a lot of opportunity to deliver more value, and we continue to carve out our place within that. Thanks very much for your time. We've appreciated the opportunity to present to you today.